Program evaluation and review technique, one of the most common concepts tested in a standardized exam. The question might appear in so many different ways. We'll be explaining the details in these videos of how to perform the analysis, and things like that. Now, this is one of the risk assessment tool for project, one of the probabilistic risk assessment tool. So to do that, you need this information, and it will be given in the question: the activity, the preceding activities, the optimistic completion time, most likely situation. We have used this same data in the previous video. Now, to perform the PERT analysis, or the program evaluation and review technique analysis, you must know the critical path. You can know the critical path, which we have explained in the earlier video, by developing the project network schedule. In this case, the project doesn't have any slack in this path, A, C, E, and F. So that's the critical path. So the total expected time will be actually calculated for the critical path only, and the variance. And then some follow-up questions will be answered. So the expected time formula is basically the optimistic times plus 4 times the most likely time plus the pessimistic time divided by 6. We're just trying to find an average. You see, we added basically 6 numbers total here. So that's the expected time. I'm going to copy that down for each activities. And then the formula for variance is the pessimistic minus the optimistic divided by 6 whole square. That's the variance formula. I think I need a parenthesis here like this. So that's the variance for each of these. Now we're going to calculate the total expected time by adding the critical path only. So A plus C plus E plus F, SCEF, that's 121.5. And then this one would be same thing. So the variance would be now we want to calculate the standard deviation, because we'll be using the standard deviation in calculating some other stuff. So we'll simply do SQRT and then sum of the critical path variances only. So this one, and then A, C, E, and F. I think I have some. A, C, E, F. Well, the square root function disappeared. Oh, 2 square root. What's going on? I see. It was there. All right, let me see. Okay, that's fine. So square root of the variance, adding all of them will give us the standard deviation. Now, if the question is asking, let's say, what is the likelihood this project will be finished, for example, before 115 days, for example, if we want to calculate that likelihood, so we can just simply do that function called norm dist, and then 115 is the x. This is my mean value, comma, the standard deviation, comma, the cumulative probability that we're looking for here. So it's the 10% chance that the project will be completed before 115 days. Now, if the question is asking what is the probability that the project will take longer than, say, 125 days, for example, if that's what we're looking for, we can simply ask that norm dist function again. Norm dist, some spelling wrong. Norm dist, and then in this case we are looking for more than probability of more than 125. This the x value, comma the standard deviation, comma cumulative probability. And then now this will give us the cumulative probability all the way from the left up to 125, but what we're looking for is more than 125. So that's the probability we are looking for. 24, oops, 100, so about 20. What did I do? I see. I gotta have 100 there too if I multiply that. So about 24% in terms of percentage. Now to explain, let's see if I can grab my pen or drawing pen like this. See if I can draw that. So on this question, more than 124, 5. So in Excel, when it is asking that, so let's say this is 125, so it is asking you this probability in the question. So probability of x more than 125 is this probability is looking for. But in Excel, when you write equals norm dist and then the x value, mean value, sigma 1 cumulative, it is actually giving you this left tail probability all the way from the left up to this point. But the question is asking this probability, so it has to be 1 minus of this guy to get the correct number if it's asking more than that particular value.